It's about 11:30. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius maybe, if I'm reading that right. I don't know if you can really see. Maybe. Just cobbling in some heat for this shop. It's not exactly permanent yet. It's not finished. But I got a fan right here pushing air out to a heat exchanger, which you'll see. And then it goes through the heat exchanger and there's where it comes back in. Hopefully hot air. Come on to the back. Right here is the pipe going from the fan, and this is my heat exchanger. It's a bunch of nonsense, but basically tubes going through there, old propane tank and 2 old propane tanks and pieces of pipe. And then here is going to be the air coming from the exchanger back to the shop. This has all got to get insulated, of course. This is just, will it do anything? Mm-hmm. All right, so now down here, there's already oil in the burn pot. Kind of doubt I can start it like that. I doubt it.
Oh, something's happening.
Yeah, kind of. I wonder. Oh, did I unplug that? What the heck? Boy, it would almost start. Well, whatever. Okay. So we're gonna get... I didn't show any of the build on this thing. I didn't feel like it. Just wanted to build it. It's a simple thing. Look them up all over YouTube. Waste oil burner. Get some paper in there. It would almost start on oil. Alright, then up here, got a valve. I'm gonna open that up. Get some oil running. Ah, you turd. Of course you're gonna go that way now. Now that I got everything bolted down. Yeah. Oh man, that ain't cool. Yeah, of course you would.
Of course.
Hang on, let's see if we can get it to come around.
Hang on.
No.
Get.
It's gone. It's gone. Yes. All right. I'm gonna have to put a wider thing around that.
Or just get a funnel.
Something. Oh, funnel. All right. So back down here, you can see we got oil running onto the paper. I'm gonna light it up. That is fairly it. We can hit the air. You know. And for a while, when you start it up, you're going to be messing with the valve, getting it right. With the exhaust, we got pretty clean air coming out. But once it gets up,
Not even picking up on camera.
Well, once it gets hot, that'll probably start smoking black. That we are putting a lot of oil in right now.
So now what?
Well, now we're gonna wait a little while. And we're just starting to warm up. I can smell the paint coming off of this. Got nothing. Oh, man. There we go. Yeah, it's over fuel one now. 704 down here. 500. 200. Will it do a damn thing? Oh, it'll make heat. Just, I don't think not a lot right now since these pipes aren't insulated. Overfueling a little bit. This is the thing with these, you know, it's just real primitive and crude. And there's no safeties, there's no regulation on it besides what you're doing manually. So you got like, you got to kind of babysit these suckers. And my shop, of course, is not big enough to where I'd feel good about putting this in there, and it would take up a heck of a, it would take up space in my tiny little box truck thing. If I was to put this in a shop, I would want like 6 foot all around it to keep stuff from burning, and nothing else is in that area. You can see, I don't know if you can see kind of flames sort of licking out the door. Means you're overfueling. A little bit of black smoke there. So we're gonna dial back the stream a little bit. Just to right about there. That should do it. And of course this is it's gonna eventually burn and rot, you know. This thing ain't gonna last forever. I did kind of want to trial run this thing. You know, if it actually sort of works out, I might be able to pipe something into the house. Who knows? But if you got fire insurance on your shop, not with this. Not with something like this, man. They'd have a heart attack. Oh yeah? Hey! Can you go to the back of the shop where that fan is and plug it in? And then go to the other hole, see if it's pumping warm air yet. Good to have an assistant. Yeah, there's paint burning off of that sucker. What do we got? Yeah, don't stop. Okay, 600 there, almost 400. No, kind of depends where you hit it at, I guess.
Warm it up!
Is there warm air coming out that? So we're 70 something over there. Whatever. And 162. Let's see. Hang on. Alright. Not that. Let's say 70 there. And man, there's paint burning.
It's hotter than the outside.
Alright. 115. That's like 40 degrees difference. I think if I insulated both of these pipes. Also, with this heat exchanger pumping hot air, I shouldn't have as much concern about CO, carbon monoxide, whatever. Alright, so that one's dead cold. That one's actually kind of hot. Sort of, kind of. Huh. It is doing a thing. And the thing is, I know an elevator guy, and I guess they change out the hydraulic fluid in those elevators every 6 months or so. Oh yeah. 70. Depends where you go, maybe 127. 70, so we got a 50 degree difference. Anyway, elevator guy, hydraulic oil. I can get all the hydraulic oil I want. Look at all that paint burning off. It's still overfueled. but that might be oil burning from the bottom of the pot. Don't know. You gotta check them and check them and check them. You don't just leave these things be. And if you're leaving, going to town or something, I don't know if you're walking. Better shut it down. Better to come home to a cold shop than a burnt one.
You're right.
I'm also reporting from my workbench. The pickaxe head is going well.
Okay, good deal.
Staying out here for a while. Cool off.
Yeah.
You know how warm it is in there.
All right. Only kicker is here, I don't have a great way to monitor this because I'm in the shop. You know, I have to keep coming back and looking. But, you know, that'll work out. I think that's a lot of oil burning off out of the pot yet. Out of the bottom of the burn pot. Let's go have a look inside. See what's going on. There's still 40 up here. Oh, dang. That is working real nice. Holy crap. Can you see? Alright. Inside the pipe. That ain't freaking bad. I can still kind of smell the, I think it's called ethyl mercaptan, something, coming out of the inside of those propane tanks that I cut apart. It's just the caps. The heat exchanger is completely sealed off. It's a bunch of EMT tubing welded in. I mean, sealed off as well as I can weld. And the inlet. Oh, we are pumping some air. We're doing some hot air. That's cool. And I got cords. I got a cord running to the fan from up front. I got a cord running around the outside of the shop back to that hair dryer that I'm using for a blower. You know, that's going to be changed around. I'll run some Romex along here to the back of the shop so I can pretty well flick a switch and get everything going. Probably an outside receptacle on the back wall of the shop here on the outside, because I don't want to leave that hair dryer out in the weather. I'll have to take that out and plug it in, you know, but that's not a big deal. That really is throwing some hot air though. That's nice. And when I get that insulated, when I get the pipes insulated, I don't know about insulating the exchanger itself. I don't know. I don't know if regular household fiberglass will stand up to the heat or not. Maybe I'll give it a shot though. I don't know. I'd hate to have something burning back there. I mean, the fiberglass itself won't burn, but the stuff they use to, I don't know what it's called, but the stuff they use to stick it together will burn. And I don't exactly need that. Might be able to get some welding blanket or something around it. I don't know. I don't know what that stuff's rated for, really. It has come up a few degrees. If I didn't have the door wide open, that would really show a difference. But this is how I work anyhow. Whatever weather, the door is wide open. I only shut that unless we're getting real amounts of snow and rain, and I'm not even in here because that sliding door is kind of old and it's a pain in the rear. What's up, bud?
How did I do?
You're getting there. You're getting there. If you want a spike, you gotta keep whittling away at it. Tell me, we could do a real nice one on the lathe, dude.
Kind of wish I could use that little hacksaw.
Give it a shot. He's working on a little thing, and it's better than him being on the phone. He's working on a pickaxe head. Working with his hands, kind of feeling stuff out. And that's cool. Better than sticking on the phone. Yeah, that did clear up quite a bit. And I think we got the oil feed valve dialed. If it's real windy, that's gonna mess with it. Might have to get a little windshield thing going. Now this should be over the range. The body of the burner should be over the range of the temp thinger. Yeah, that's out. Shows the stack. There we go. Goes up to like 900 something. Maybe 800. It's not a real, what you call it, test thing. Exchanger. Now we're setting damn near 700. Goes to 540, 550. And then above, 400 something. So we are pulling some heat out of that sucker. And you can see there's still a lot. I don't know if you can see the kind of refractions through the camera or not, but there's a lot of heat just coming off the body of that thing. But you know, I'm not trying for 100% efficiency. I'm just trying for some kind of heat in the shop. Some kind of heat. Just take the edge off. I'm always working with that door wide open. And right now, this is just barely put together. You know, there's a lot of improvements I can do yet. Getting power, real proper power to it. Insulate those pipes. I don't know. What's up, bud?
Can I use the track grinder?
Huh?
Can I use the track grinder?
Nah, hold off on that, man. I need a stone dresser for that. I don't know. I think a welding blanket would be all right for this kind of heat. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. A welding, let's say, a welding blanket for, I don't know, will it go to 800? $160 something at the end of the exchanger. 80 coming in? I don't know, that's weird. Maybe because the sun's hitting it. And this temperature thing ain't awesome, I think. But it is doing a thing, and that's cool. Yeah, it's just a bunch of junk. When I do my propane tanks, when I cut them apart like this, I'll take the valve out and either let them sit for like a week, but they stink to high heaven, or fill them full of water and, you know, get the stink over with right away. And they're, you know, leave them set overnight and then they're ready to go. I think I want to find a way to clamp these pipes. Because like right now, I don't know if I can show you. Hang on a sec. Basically got some plates on the inside of the wall, and they slide over that pipe there. Some kind of steel Schedule 80 stuff. I think I'd like to clamp them on there. Kind of make it a little harder there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Be all right. That one's not exactly cold. There's probably a lot of pulling heat right from the back of the shop. You know, pulling this hot air, and it's probably pulling a lot of it back into the inlet of the heat exchanger. But I figured recirculating it like that would be a heck of a lot more effective. Now you're not pulling in dead cold air. And I had to do a whole lot of cleaning in the shop to even fit this apparatus. But that's cool too, because I got rid of a lot of crap that I don't need. Like 45 degrees. Nothing real hugely noticeable yet. At the very least, it's something, you know, fun to do. I don't know, maybe I need to run this further up toward the center of the shop to really feel a difference. I don't know. But I think if I was to hang a tarp that comes a couple feet down, covering that entrance, that would hold some heat in. Tarp, piece of roofing rubber, you know, whatever. I could close the door a few feet too, and that would do something, but I hate that door. I don't like messing with it unless I have to. This was fun. Got out and did something. I got to hang out with my boy a little while I was putting this together and messing around and get him off the phone. You know, he's working on his little pickaxe head, playing with files and the grinder and whatnot, doing something with his hands, feeling some stuff out. Take care, guys, and you know, take care.